Hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we're doing an election prediction, a 2020 election prediction between Senator Sanders, independent for Vermont, who again in this scenario would win the Democratic nomination, and Vice President Mike Pence, in the case which he could potentially be President Mike Pence, in the case that Donald Trump does not run for a second term, or in the case that he succeeds him as President of the United States. And in that case, that could hurt him, especially because again, the president would have most likely been impeached. And Mike Pence again would be perceived as Donald Trump version 2, because again, he is the vice president, and potentially Donald Trump would have had a terrible, to say the least, approval rating if he were to actually have been impeached. And so, for that reason, that will be an advantage for the Sanders campaign. But I don't see many of the states actually flipping. I actually don't see Ohio or Iowa flipping, which may be a surprise to you. And so this will be our starting map. 187 for Bernie Sanders from Vermont, and President or Vice President Mike Pence from the state of Indiana, 204 electoral votes. As you see, you have a lot of states near his home state of Indiana, too close. You have here in the Eastern Atlantic seaboard, too close, and here in the West and in New England. Straight off the bat, we'll give New Hampshire to Bernie Sanders. Again, that is Vermont is New Hampshire's neighboring state, as well as Maine. I do believe that Bernie Sanders, with his campaign where he goes by small county by small county, can appeal to the 2nd Congressional District in Maine and to the state of Maine. Again, he has a big appeal into that state, and in New England, again, he's a progressive and will do well with those voters, so he will carry that state. As well as in Colorado. Colorado has many suburban areas, which Bernie Sanders is very well in, as well as urban areas in Denver, Arapahoe, Jefferson County areas, where you have a big chunk of the population. Usually whoever carries those two counties, Jefferson and Arapahoe, usually end up winning the election. So as you've seen in many cases, it was red for George Bush, blue in the last 3 elections. And so for that reason, we're also going to give Nevada to Bernie Sanders, because again, that state has a huge Latino population. So I think he'll do pretty well in the Washoe area, even though that is a bit more rural. It also has a huge youth population. So in Nevada, especially in Las Vegas, he'll run up the score with Latino votes, minority votes, and the youth vote. Michigan, I do believe, will also go to Bernie Sanders again in the 2016 primaries. He upset Hillary Clinton by winning the state by about 3 points, and the issue she had was here down here in around Flint, Ann Arbor, the Ann Arbor area, and you have major universities like Purdue and Michigan State as well here, with again a huge amount of the youth vote. And Bernie Sanders had mega rallies here which helped him carry this state. With that also said, I'm going to give Wisconsin to Bernie Sanders. Again, Bernie Sanders has a huge appeal to the youth vote here, and there are big name universities in this place. Bernie Sanders also has an appeal to the white working class, which I don't believe Mike Pence does have. Donald Trump does have, but Bernie Sanders, in my opinion, does not. North Carolina, though, I don't believe will flip, because I still don't believe in my opinion, don't believe Bernie Sanders will try in the state. I think he'll just try to win other states. So for that reason, we're gonna give North Carolina to Mike Pence. We're gonna give Virginia to Bernie Sanders, because again, a huge African American population here, especially in the DC suburbs. The DC suburbs are also a huge growing population center, with the University of Virginia there. A lot of the youth vote and a lot of minority votes are here, and this is again a blue state that is trending by the hour, by the minute. You have new Democratic voters moving into the state, whether that's fair or not. You have more again in DC suburbs, a growing population in there, so we will give that state to Bernie Sanders. And as you see, we have 4 states left on our map. One which was carried by Donald Trump. No, one was carried by Hillary Clinton, and 3 that were carried by Donald Trump. But Minnesota, the state that voted for Hillary Clinton will stay blue, in my opinion, because of the youth vote again here at the University of Minnesota. A lot of universities here that have a lot of the youth vote. The white vote again is down here around the Wisconsin area, and I think you can appeal to rural areas. So we have 3 states still on our map: Pennsylvania 20 electoral votes, Arizona 11, and Florida 29. And just saying right off the bat, I don't really see a possible way for Mike Pence to carry this to win this election, especially with Donald Trump in this scenario having to have now ran for his second term, which would already have hurt Mike Pence. And if he got impeached, it would be already hard for Mike Pence to win a Republican nomination, let alone the general election. And so for that reason, I'm going to give this election to Bernie Sanders. He's going to carry the state of Pennsylvania because he's going to do very well in the Philadelphia suburbs, on the west coast, and in the center part of the state. Essentially all around the state in the rural areas, he's going to make margins better, about a 10-point, maybe 7-point split, which is alright for the Democrats. He'll bring out the vote here, especially in Philadelphia, with a huge African-American vote population there. I'm also going to give Florida, yes, the state of Florida, 29 electoral votes to Bernie Sanders, because I believe that he can do very well in the big 3, Broward, Palm Beach, and Miami-Dade. Although I believe that Mike Pence will do extraordinarily well in the Panhandle, better than Donald Trump, I think not Mike Pence, excuse me. Well, yes, Mike Pence will underperform in the I-4 corridor, as well as Bernie Sanders will overperform. He'll do very well in Tampa Bay, Orlando, Tallahassee, more in the northern part of the state. And so for that reason, I'm going to give the state of Florida to Bernie Sanders, as well as actually the state of Arizona, because the state has a huge Latino population again, a huge minority population, which again always favors the Democrats. They also have a huge youth vote, which again Bernie Sanders appeals to. He'll also do better with the senior vote, and again this state is already trending blue as well, with its growing Latino population and it's just a growing state. And this is my final prediction: 319 electoral votes for Bernie Sanders, 219 for Vice President or President potentially Mike Pence. The thing is, I might make a prediction in the future of President Bernie Sanders, and I'll assure you that map will be very different from this. But that is to come in the future. So this is my final prediction: 319 electoral votes for Bernie Sanders, 219 for Mike Pence. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment down. Any suggestions for new videos, for new election ideas, or anything I should do. Please like this. Please like and share this video and this channel. Hope you do also subscribe. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video, and just give me any tips to do. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like, comment down, any suggestions, and subscribe to this channel. Hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.